This is John Occhi, Realtor with Keller Williams and the Excellence in Real Estate team. I'd like to thank you for joining me for this short video in my series based on the David Knox report on how to pricing your home to sell. A homeowner's guide to selling a home for the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time. And as your friendly neighborhood realtor, I'd like to say I'd like to do it with the least amount of inconvenience for you. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. This is another short segment. I believe it's part 5, and I told you we were going to talk about the principle of substitution. My last video I used the example of putting in a tile floor, 20-inch tile, and you were able to go out and buy the tile wholesale. You shopped for it, and you found the right supplier distributor, and you were able to actually put it in yourself, and you saved an awful lot of money compared to the homeowner that went down to Home Depot, picked the tile out, said come on down, put it in, wrote a check, and paid for it. The exact same tile, exact same value, but two totally different costs involved in obtaining that. So is one tile worth more than the other? Absolutely not. And as a better example, I'm going to share something that's actually functional instead of just desirable, like a 20-inch tile would be. Okay, we're going to talk about a well. This is Riverside County, Southern California, where I live, and there's a lot of homes that are rural here still. Yes, there's a lot of tract homes, and if most of you are in tract homes, but just bear with me with the principle of what I'm talking about. I know that you don't have wells in your tracts. You've got city water and such, but there's a lot that do have wells. So let's take two pieces of property that are identical. Okay, they're on the same road. They have the same view, they're the same dimension, and let's say we put in a manufactured home, so they even have the exact same model manufactured home. They've got a nice triple wide, 2,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, and they're on, let's say, 2.5 acres. Okay, and maybe it's out here on Sage Road or someplace. Okay, and so this property, let's say the property is worth, let's say it's worth $400,000. Okay, manufactured home on 2.5 acres, fully fenced, side by side. Both properties are the same, okay? Except underneath one of them, the water table is really high, but then there's a plateau. And you can't tell this from the surface, so the only way you can do this is to dig until you hit water, okay? And so one well goes down, and it only goes down 50 feet. And that 50-foot well, let's say costs, I don't know, let's say it costs $10,000 to put in, okay? That's 20 bucks a foot, all right? Or 200 bucks a foot, I guess. All right, now the property right next door, exact same terrain, there's no difference, same model home, same everything, same chain link fence that goes around the property, same access off the road, the same value of utilities, and everything else is identical. But that well, instead of going down 50 feet, goes down 250 feet. Now, $200 a foot, that's now, instead of being a $10,000 well, okay, that's now a $50,000 well. Okay, but the property's worth $400, and one spent 10 and the other spent 50 on the well. Does that mean the one that says the $50,000 well is worth $450,000? No! Why? Because the value is in the water, and it doesn't matter how much it costs to get to it. The fact is, now we have water, okay? And if the value of the water is $10,000, then, you know, the first property, they've got their value of the water for what it actually cost them. The second property, they had to pay 5 times as much in order to obtain it. So it really doesn't matter. It's just like the tile. The tile in the first floor, maybe they put in for $2,000, and then Home Depot came out and they put it in for $5,000. The top value is still the same. Okay, the usability, when somebody comes in and buys, they're not going to say, oh, you put that in yourself, so I can write, you know, you don't need as much money back off of that, right? Wrong, okay? That's the value on the principle of substitution, okay? It's not what it costs, it's what is the value of the product that you're valuing, okay? So I hope that helps in helping you determine about and figuring out the price for your home. And if you have any questions, make sure you check with your realtor. Until next time, this is John Occhi with the Excellence in Real Estate team, wishing you and yours all the very best. Thanks again, and God bless. Make every day a great day, because every day is so precious.